So I um, have been writing down little things that, oh, I need to make a video about that. I need to make a video about that. And one of them was talking about what it means to be born into sin and how Jesus was not born into sin. What else was it? Oh, and how to free yourself from it. So this is just my wisdom, okay? This is just what I've gathered. This is Amanda's opinion. Take it or leave it. But here's what I got. So, God, it's so much. How do I explain such convoluted concepts? Hello, Cora. Mariel? Yeah? Okay. So, sin, truly, all sin is betraying your own heart. That's what a sin is. To betray the God within you. You're sinning against God. You're sinning against yourself. Cora, move. Well, I guess she's fine. So, well, how are we? Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with a cattail swishing across the camera every now and again, I guess. How are we born into sin then, right? How are we born betraying our own heart? That doesn't make sense. Well, we're not. The system, society, this three-dimensional game board we're all playing on, it was designed to cause us to betray ourselves. It was designed in such a way that fractures our soul essence within us. So, okay, so for an example, all right, here's one. I swore off men, right? And I married a woman, and we were together 15 years, and we were best friends, and it was great, and I healed, and like, no, I'm not dogging the relationship. And in fact, being with her was following my highest passion, was my innermost truth. I did not want, genuinely did not desire to be with a man ever again. But then when I healed and recognized that I did not want to be in that relationship anymore, that I grew. I grew, and I hate that. I hate that I hurt her. But I recognized what it was in myself that caused me to swear off men, and I healed that, and and I wanted to be with a man, and so, but to continue that marriage would have been betraying myself. And it was not. It would not have been fair to her. It would not have been fair to our kids. Because it was a lie. It wasn't what I wanted in my heart. In my heart, what I want. If I deny that, I'm sinning against God. I'm sinning against the divine essence within myself. So, we're not born into sin. We're not born betraying ourselves. We're born into a system that programs us to betray ourselves. All those coping mechanisms, people-pleasing behaviors, substance abuse, promiscuity, gambling, all of the ways in which we harm ourselves. We do those things because of programming that was intentional, on the grand scheme of things intentional. We won't even look at that layer. It was unintentional. Okay, our parents did it to us. Society did it just as part of being here. You don't have to look at the bigger pictures of the intentional and the orchestration and all that if you don't want to. That's a lot to hold. Just focus on 3D. Okay, so it's programmed into us by our parents who have wounds and therefore perpetuate cycles. It's programmed by the government. It's programmed by the institutions. Anyway, so we're programmed to betray ourselves. We're not born into sin, but in Jesus' time, there was no way to explain that, right? I mean, they didn't have the concepts that we do now. They didn't have the psychology and the nervous system, like all of the things that we now have information about, so that we can put all these pieces together and understand what the hell it is we're supposed to be doing here. All those pieces are now available. But they didn't have those pieces back then, so how do you explain that? So, okay, where was I? So we're not born into sin. Okay, we're taught, we're programmed to betray ourselves. So how was Jesus not then born into sin? Because the angels came. The angels came. Pick a vernacular, Amanda. You want to use biblical speak? You want to use physics speak? What do you want to use? We'll just do the angels came. Okay, Mary was informed. Jesus' birth mother was informed before his birth that he was to be the Messiah, which in their religion at that time, everybody knew that there was a Messiah coming. So you're not going to raise that baby with the same, you know what I mean? When you're told that your child is God and is going to save the world, you're going to raise that baby with reverence, right? So Jesus didn't grow up in the same way that everybody else was growing up. That's why he didn't betray himself. He was never taught to. We're all taught to betray ourselves. We're all taught to sacrifice rest, sacrifice our morals, sacrifice everything that we are for productivity, for whatever expectations. Jesus didn't have all that shit. He knew from the start that he was on a mission. I guess I did too. But he knew it consciously. Anyway, so that's what sin is, how we're born into it. That's how Jesus was not born into it. So how do you free yourself from it? Well, just stop betraying yourself, duh. It's just that simple, right? It's just that simple. Put down those substances. Easy peasy. It's just that simple. Don't eat those 4 bowls of ice cream, Amanda. Yes. Every single night I ate at least 2 bowls of ice cream. 3 or 4 Snickers. It was nothing for me to eat 6 or 7 candy bars a day. Dude, I was running from myself. So I stopped doing that. I lost like 80 pounds. No effort, just, oh my God, I'm poisoning myself. Let's not do this anymore. It was effortless because I had a realization. Something in me clicked. And that came in like 2022. My journey has been long and arduous. There have been lots of little triumphs along the way. And then the final battle. Whew! The showdown. My own judgment. I arrived at Judgment Day. I have been made spotless as the Lamb. I don't know. Maybe that explanation will help. I hope so. Anything you want to add?